All right, so I'm back. Currently, we are recording the session. Thank you. Okay, so like I said again, this is not the onboarding session. This is just a brief meeting where we would like to share with you the next line of action, the next phase. So as all of you have seen during application, you would see that the caption of this application is the advanced training, advanced data analytics. And the requirement was spelled out that you should have a minimum or intermediate level of some skills. And we mentioned spreadsheets, either Excel or Google Sheets. You should have intermediate level of spreadsheets. You should have intermediate level of Power BI or Tableau, any data visualization tool. You should also know how to use SQL at intermediate level. You should understand SQL queries. So those are the requirements, basic requirements that is expected that everyone that will be qualified for this scholarship should have, right? And now, having said that, it's important also that we test you on these skills, yeah, because we're not going to be starting from the basic. We'll be starting from intermediate level, and then we'll push you to the advanced level. Okay, now, some persons on this call have already taken the assessment. The assessment will be spelled out on this call. So this is the reason, the essence, the main purpose for this meeting is to spell out the assessment, which every one of you will jump on, and we also announce the due dates when you're supposed to turn your assessment in. And then those that are qualified will actually be the people that would push further or push forward to taking this advanced course. Again, it is very important for us because we labeled it advanced data analytics. So which means that you should have prior knowledge of some data analytics too. Okay, and I will mention those in this particular call, on this meeting rather. And then after the meeting, we will send out an email detailing everything that we'll be mentioning here on this call. So having said that, allow me to share my other screen that has the details of what you expected to do, which is the assessment, right? So we want to test you on some of these skills or the tools that we've mentioned during in the post that went out when we put up the application for the scholarship. So give me a minute. I'll share my other screen that has the information. And after my presentation, if you have questions, I know some of you have questions, although some questions will be pushed to the onboarding session. We don't intend to take anyone's time. This meeting, like I said again, and Billy did mention, this is going to be a very brief session. So if you have questions that are pertaining to this particular assessment that we're going to share with you, we'll admit those questions. But if it's something that has to do with answer questions that has to do with the onboarding session and maybe the training the training as a whole, then we may leave those questions until we get to the onboarding session on Saturday. So I'll share my screen now. Give me a minute. My system has been working like round the clock, so it's actually misbehaving, but I think it's fine now. I'll share another window. All right. So I'm sharing another window. Please confirm you can see my window, the new window I'm sharing, but just give me a thumbs up. It's a kind of document that shows great data visualization. Awesome. Thank you for the reactions. So clearly written here, this is the task that everyone on this call is expected to actually attempt. And once you turn this in, it will be reviewed for those of you that actually scale through. If you're able to attempt this task, then it means that you are at intermediate level and you're ready to push up to the advanced level as a data analyst. So it's all about the task is mainly data visualization. So this task will test your data visualization and data story skills. Of course, there are different tasks. There are about 2 tasks, task 1, task 2, and yes, just 2 tasks here, 2 simple tasks that anybody at intermediate level should be able to attempt. Okay, so here's the problem statement. Like I said, we missed out anything here because I'll be a little bit fast. Do not worry, we're going to send this out an email to you. So you have this document shortly. So here's the problem statement. The financial services industry's ecosystem is dynamic and multidimensional, characterized by a complex interplay of factors that influence customers' behavior. This complex environment, in this complex environment, the ability to retain customers is more than strategic advantage. It is required, or it's a requirement for long-term growth and sustainability. The inherent challenges of customer attrition for financial institutions include substantial revenue loss, and erosion of brand loyalty. So, given this problem statement, what's your task? Your task is to, as a junior data analyst at Datafied Technologies, your task is to leverage Power BI for explanatory data analysis to provide valuable insights as the factors influencing customer churn based on various demographic and banking behavior attributes. You're expected to give a clear understanding of customer demographics, behaviors, and churn patterns, identify key features influencing customer churn, provide strategic recommendations for the bank based on data-driven insights. So you should submit a Power BI file through the designated platform that we would mention shortly. All right, and that is the task on Power BI, the first task. And the second task is on database management. All right, so this task will test your skill on the use of Excel and SQL. Okay, for this case study, you'll be working on a data set from a car sharing company. The data set contains customers' demand rates between January 2017 and August 2018. The data were collected on an hourly basis. They include data such as date, hour, season, as well as weather data, such as the weather conditions, temperature, humidity, and speed, and wind speed. The demand column represents the customer's willingness to rent a car for a specific time. Higher demand rates show that customers are more willing to rent a car and vice versa. Now, important notice. You should complete the table creation with Power Query. Well, this is all left to you, whatever means you want to complete your table, right? And then download the car sharing dataset. So the car sharing dataset will be given to you, will be mailed to you also. So here is a list of instructions that will help you achieve the goal. I mean, create the tables and then go ahead and create database. And after you've created database using any management system that is suitable to you, the next step will be to write queries that answer these questions listed here. All right, so we have just 5 questions. And these tasks are very simple. Now, for any data analyst that at intermediate level, a day should be enough for you to complete these tasks, right? Just one day, you should be able to complete these tasks. But because we want to be much more linear as possible, we'll give you 3 days between today and Wednesday to complete the tasks, to build a dashboard, okay, on the financial data you have, and then create your data, what's it called again? Your database. Create a database with any database management system that is suitable to you, either Microsoft, or what's it called now, Server, or you want to use MySQL Workbench or MySQL Server, or you want to use SQLite or any database management system that you're most familiar with. Go ahead, use it to create the database and write the queries. Okay, then you turn in. So once you're done with this, there is in the email, we have instruction of how to submit, okay? A detailed instruction of how to turn in your submissions. Now, only those who are able to complete this task between now and Wednesday and did a good job, that will be considered or considered to continue with this advanced class. Like I said again, this is important for us because in the advanced class, we won't be starting from basics or from scratch. So we assume that you are all at intermediate level. So pick it up from intermediate level and get you into advanced, where you'll be learning how to use some programmatic way to do data analytics. Okay, so that is that from my end. Again, this document will be sent to everyone and instruction of how to submit and document your findings or the whole research or analysis will also be shared with you. And then we would meet again on Wednesday to congratulate those that would scale through this assessment process. So that is it from my end. And if you have any questions concerning what we've said, please feel free to ask your questions. I'll hand over to Billy to take it up from here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Billy. Over to you.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Billy. Please go ahead.
Oh, right. Okay. There we are. So, can I just confirm with you that that covers the session about the assessment and the next steps?
Exactly. Yes, it covers the session about the assessment and the next steps. So the next steps will be, like I said again, a detailed, clear information about how to turn in the work, the complete projects will be shared with them via email, and through those that scale through this process will be contacted on Friday. So it means that we will join the onboarding session on Monday. Sorry, on Saturday, I mean to say the 11th, Saturday 11th, 4 p.m. WAT. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Namdi. And just to open the floor for any questions or anything that isn't clear for the cohorts, we have, I think Austin is here with us. And then we also have Vince. Vince is also here with us. So they are our capable and able tutors. So if anybody has any questions, please, the floor is open for those. Wow, nobody has any questions at all. Okay, just to repeat again, if you have any questions, please send them through or unmute your mic and ask away. Okay. I think, Namdi, your hand is raised.
Yeah. So what this means is that we've done a great job, right? So it means we've done it as clear as possible, really explicit. I'm super excited about this because I do not intend, or we do not intend, to overstretch this meeting, and we don't want to keep people so long on the call. Because what happens to folks that don't make it? Yes, so we'll definitely give you an advice. An email we follow so once those people who qualify for the advance are picked, they receive an email. For those who may not qualify, will also get an email on the next step for them. There's definitely going to be next step for those who qualify and those who do not qualify. Thank you for that question. It's a very important one. Yes, Adekule's hand is up.
Okay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Billy. You have answered my question since you said that if somebody cannot complete the task in the next 3 days on Wednesday, which means you have another packages for them. So
no, sorry. Let me clarify that. So that is not saying that we have another package, right? But what we say is that there is an advice, a mail we go through, which we let such individual know the next step for them. So that is not necessarily saying meaning that there is going to be another package for them. Okay. Thank you very much for your question.
Sorry. If somebody has registered for this cohort and he cannot complete his task on Wednesday, he said the person is not going to qualify for this advanced data analytics course. Is that not?
Okay, yes. For more clarity again, there are some who are on this call who paid for this training already. We have people who paid, yeah. So those people that paid for the training must have gone through our beginners level. Those people are automatically qualified for this advanced cohort. So we are referring to those who are on scholarship. On this call, we have some people who got scholarship for this course, yeah. So this instruction is specifically to them. Yes, so they have to take an assessment to be for us to be sure, because it will really be unfair, yeah, when we have these people who came in as scholars through our scholarship program to run the class with the paid students who have gone through from our who paid for the training actually. And then because of these people that come through scholarship or that came through scholarship, we then start going down or going back to the basics to teach things, to try to clarify things, to make them understand. No, we don't want that to happen. So we want to be sure that we're working with those who are actually at the intermediate level, okay? Because we want to get the best out of this program. There are lots of packages we have for them. So for you to be able to be qualified to go through the advanced package, you should at least take some assessments to make us know that and convince that you are actually ready for that level. Not that after we start the training, then we start seeing some lapses and then start saying, okay, no, you have to go back. So we just have to take the test if you're coming in through the scholarship package. But if you paid for the training from our beginners, then you do not have, of course, you've done all of this throughout your beginners training. You confirm that you've actually worked on this project. So you do not have to worry about joining those for this assessment. Thank you very much for your question, Adekunle. I hope I've been able to clarify that.
Yeah, I'm clear. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, Itunolua was saying that, so we are counting from today because the email will go out today before 1 p.m. You should receive the email and then you should start working on the project from today. So that is why I said 3 days and I mentioned Wednesday. Thank you for raising that point, Itunolua. Or are you in a way trying to plead for us to extend it to Thursday? Is that what you're trying to do? I can see Austin giving me thumbs up. What does that mean? Mr. Adekunle, please mute your mic. Or do you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say something.
Okay, please go ahead.
Though I'm not on scholarship, but I just want to make a suggestion that if you can give leverages of Thursday morning, I think we're going to. That's my suggestion. Just a suggestion.
Sorry, that wasn't clear enough. You say if you can do what?
Maybe I said the submission of your assessment.
Yes.
Maybe Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Yeah, so we will walk through it today.
Okay. So you are pleading on behalf of those people on scholarship.
Scholarship. That want to continue because. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, Nandi. If you would allow me to just interject here, I think Thursday might be the most suitable because I see a lot of the cohorts requesting for Thursday. Some say close of business, some say noon. So maybe we could meet somewhere halfway. So Thursday, say, I don't know. Oh, okay. Some people are working 8 to 5. So
I see.
Yes. So if maybe the instructors are best to advise on what time, but I think Thursday is okay.
All right. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Adekunle, and all of those who have said something on the chat. So the team will go back and then we would deliberate on this. In the email, you'll find the actual day, the day and the time of submission. But be rest assured, it won't be Wednesday again, but I don't have the power to give the final say here. We'll meet as a team and then conclude on the actual time and the day you would need to submit this. All right, is that fair enough? Give me thumbs up if that is fair enough. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Adekule, and every other person. Are there other questions? It is 12:30 by my time, and we don't want to overstretch this. We respect people's time. Are there questions? Any other questions? All right, Billy, over to you. Thank you very much, Billy.
Thank you, everybody. And please, 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 if you have any more questions or if something is not clear or if you feel you've forgotten something, there are no silly questions. There are no right or wrong questions to be asked. Oh, okay. A hand is raised. I think 2 hands are actually raised. Yes, we have Adekunle and Vivian's hands raised.
Good afternoon, everybody. Please, I want to know for those of us on scholarship, is this a total scholarship? Like, are we supposed to pay for the certificates, or is both the certificate and the learning free? I just want to get clarification.
All right, thank you for the question, Billy. Can you permit me to take this?
Yes, please go ahead. Vivian asked a good question.
All right, Vivian, that's a very important question. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so like I did mention while I was speaking, this is a total full scholarship. You do not have to pay a dime from the training down to the certificates, right? It's a full scholarship, and that is the reason why you have to earn it. Okay, so like I said, there are people on this call who have already paid for this training. Okay, not everyone is on scholarship. Some people paid for this and they started from the beginner's level. They paid for the beginner's level. They also paid for the advanced level. Okay, so this is just part of our corporate social responsibility to give back to the society. And then we decided to put out this scholarship for those who are interested and passionate about data analytics. Okay, so for you to earn this, you have to actually go through the assessment and convince us that you are actually at an intermediate level and ready to go into an advanced level of data analytics. So in summary, this is not any way a paid scholarship. You're not paying for certificates, you're not paying for trainings, you're only coming to learn. And you should be passionate data analysts. All right, thank you. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, if that's all right, Vivian, permit me to lower your hand, and Adekunle's hand is up as well. Please go ahead, sir.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It was a mistake.
Oh, no problem at all, no problem. All right, so just to give a quick recap of the session, I hope everybody is clear on their tasks and what they need to hand in, and we would get back to you ASAP before end of day today to let you know of the agreed and approved deadline for submission. Thursday, we would confirm the time. And just to reiterate again, I'm sorry, Abakar, could you please unmute yourself? Thank you very much. Yes, so just to reiterate again, this is not an onboarding session. And for those who pass through, your onboarding session would happen later in the weekend. And for those who don't, nothing to worry about. There would be advice sessions that would be held, and then we could see what the options are or opportunities. All right. And Adekunle's hand is up again.
I think it's from the previous hand.
Okay, so okay. I think we might have to start finding Mr. Adekunle for raising his hand. We could start the scholarship fund for that. All right, so if everything is clear, this brings us to the end of the session. Thank you very much. Just to let you all know again, there would be a recording of this session that would be dropped in the group, I think. And if there are any questions, please feel free to reach out to us either via email or WhatsApp. You're in the group and you also have our emails. Feel free to please reach out at any time of the day, and we endeavor to get back to you within a reasonable time. Thank you very much for attending this session. And please, again, do not forget to reach out if you have any questions. We wish you all the very best with your assessments. Thank you, thank you, thank you.